everybody. I'm Larry Ridley. You're tuned in to the NFL on EA Sports. Two teams will need their quarterbacks to step up and lead their offenses on the gridiron today. It's the Eagles going up against the Jaguars. With that, let's head up the road to Jacksonville, Florida. Standing by are Brandon Guyton and Charles Davis.
Larry, first opened in 1995. There's a look inside Everbank Field here in the River City of Jacksonville, Florida. Coming up, we've got what should prove to be a good one between the Philadelphia Eagles and the Jacksonville Jaguars. Ground, the first carry for Ryan Matthews. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down. And the tight end, Zach Ertz, is key in this offense as we get a look at the starters.
Comes out of the factory known as Stanford, which keeps putting out tight ends. Zach Ertz, one of the better ones we've seen in recent years.
See if they stay on the ground for second down. They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he's got room. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains.
And that's the way to get things started the first time you touch the football on the road. And you have to believe all week long, all they've talked about is, okay, going into a hostile environment. We're the visiting team. How do we take control of this ball game early? That's one way right there. No fear, guys. And if they had any, it's probably gone after that run.
12 yards there as they move the chains.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you can get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
Throwing is Wentz. This one brought in by Dorial Green-Beckham. A good pickup there at 22. And on this first drive, looks like they want to get that vertical passing game going early.
And they did, and what a warning shot they just fired. If you're not going to back up and play coverage deep, we're going to attack you all game long. And once you adjust to that and you start to back off, then that opens things up underneath. A really nice start for them. Great way to get the game going.
5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. And we take you through the starting defense for Jacksonville.
Prince Amukamara is a former first-round cornerback who's looking to become king.
Here we go now. Please, check now. Lucky 56. Lucky 56. Here we go. Check. Blue 90.
Wins to throw on second down. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
Normally, he's pretty reliable. Usually catches what's thrown to him. On that play, he simply dropped it.
And the offense looks to pick up the first here on third after that incompletion.
Hurry up, here we go.
Now Wentz. And he connects with Ertz. And they do get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3.
He went full scale, loose, flexible, finding a way to catch the ball in some traffic for a key first down.
Yeah, really a nice job of adjusting to the ball in the air. Not the most accurate of throws, but able to adjust and make the grab. And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. And he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down. Well, there they went blitz defensively, Charles, and things were paved well coming from the linebacker position.
I love the way that you described it, paved well. Oftentimes, the guy who gets home on the blitz, he's going to get all the credit, but his teammate...
And he's got his man. That's the veteran Selleck with the Eagle touchdown. Brent Selleck from 4 yards out. And the Eagles drive right down the field and score on the opening drive. He's got it, and the Eagles lead at 7-zip. Now after the touchdown, it's Sturgis to send it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. And, partner, following that tackle, you can talk defense or offense. Just want to ask you in general about this Eagles team that started so hot Everyone was excited. What has happened in Philly since that 3-0 start?
Well, they've really been a tale of two teams. If you look back at their record, I think they're 4-1 at home. And the defense at home gives up about 13 points per game. On the road, more than double that. And the record flips. I think they're 1-6 on the road now. And Fletcher Cox, one of the better defensive linemen in the league, has now gone 8 straight games without a sack. They need more from him, and they need more from the rest of that defensive front that's supposed to provide pressure.
Bortles. And the catch made here by Marquise Lee. That one good for 17 as they're set up better now for third down. And the Eagles with a dime look, 6 DBs on third down. And there they went crossing route against the zone defense. Now a loose football. The ball comes out, and they get the football. They'll set up shop at their own 49-yard line. And as the Eagles come back out on offense, let's just talk about their run production in that game you called for them against Cincinnati. You said, what, they were hoping to get 30 rushes out of that game, but they didn't get there, did they?
No, they didn't even come close to that. They want 30 runs strictly from the running back position. They wanted to take Carson Wentz's scrambles and called quarterback runs out of that equation. They ended up combining for 53 rush yards for the entire game. Wendell Smallwood was the lead ball carrier. Darren Sproles played with a broken rib, so they didn't expect to get much out of him running the ball, and they didn't throughout the game.
Got to give some credit there defensively. They snuffed out that screen early on first down.
Really read it well, didn't they? Because they didn't bring the pressure that they expected. They covered all the passing lanes. So once you see it break down as the passer, I think in this situation, you're either throwing it at the feet of your back to make sure no one picks it off, or you throw it away, throw it over the sideline. Don't try and freelance and try and make a bigger play. There's really no one else running a pattern that should be open.
On third and long, it's Wentz. Ertz has it left side. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30.
All right, I'm doing my rudimentary math here. That's his third catch here in the first quarter. I don't know if it's just game plan or he's just finding his way open.
And maybe a little of both.
Watching that, Barney. Now let's go. 3-19. No, check. Patriot.
They come up in an offset eye. They'll give it to him right up the gut. And only able to muster a couple down to about the 27. Tackle made that time by Dan Scuda.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert to the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
Now they go screen. It's complete. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Ryan Matthews, 26 yards. And the Eagles add 6 to their lead. There are several elements to a well-executed screen pass. This one resulted in a touchdown. It had all of those elements.
Yeah, you're so right, because you really need the rush to almost get to the quarterback, almost get to the passer. Then you got to get the ball thrown perfectly, whether it's to the running back, the wide receiver, whoever the screen guy is. And, of course, the blocking has to form in front to get him downfield for the touchdown.
That's fielded in the end zone. Now a hit and a loose football. And it's picked up by the Eagles. And they are going to take over right there at the 22-yard line. And out now come the Eagles. And careless with a football there on the kick return.
And one thing I love about going to practices is trying to get around coaches and hear their catchphrases and what they really emphasize. We haven't been to a single one yet this year where a guy fielding a kick, you don't hear, tuck it away, tuck it away, tuck it away. And this time, they turned it over.
Ball security eluded him. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short. Now Wentz throwing on second down. And this is Ertz with it, right side. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Zach Ertz, a 14-yard touchdown. And the Eagles add on to their lead. Now Sturgis on to add the extra point. It's good, and before you know it, it's 21-0. Now after the touchdown, it's Sturgis to send it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it, though, because you're exactly right.
You like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. Is that word again, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis, symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it.
Throwing on first down is Bortles. Oh, look at Thomas wide open. And he's able to get this one up to the 45-yard line. Well, clearly one of his advantages as a passer is his height, sit back in the pocket, fired over the middle. That makes things tougher defensively, doesn't it?
It really does.
And now the Eagles going to signal for a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. So the offense has it 1st and 10. Bortles now on first down. Lee's got it over the middle. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. They'll get 17 yards there. And the Jags are going to have a first down. Into the red zone. It's Bortles. That is caught inside the 5. Now Bortles again. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. Marquise Lee from 3 yards out. And the Jaguars make some inroads here on that deficit. And he knocks it through. To the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession. They come up in an offset eye. They begin the drive with Ryan Matthews. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. And the offense there, the O-line, everybody really on offense, they were just manhandled at the point of attack.
Yeah, you could pretty much call them all out, couldn't you? And almost by name, right? That was a very tough sequence for the offensive line. But how about that defensive front creating a new line of scrimmage and creating a lost yardage possibility?
And a nice gain of 21 yards.
Coaches always harp on the quarterback reading the defense and getting it to the open man. That's good recognition there. And how about what he did after the catch?
Yeah, hit your tight end, let him get some rack.
Yeah, when he gets moving, not many guys want to come over and put a hit on him, do they?
And it pops breaks free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down. Well, Charles, a lot of discussion this year from us about MVP candidates, understandably so. What about guys who maybe would be in that MVP discussion if their team was performing better?
David Johnson, the running back for Arizona, tracking for over 2,400 yards all-purpose. How about Drew Brees, tracking for another season of over 5,000 yards passing? And Luke Kuechly from Carolina. He's always in this discussion, but with his injury, that takes him out of it. But how about...
Oh, and the ball's out. Matthews loses it. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line. Out comes the Jaguar offense now as they get set to take over. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Did they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
On first down, this is Ivory. A nice pickup of 14, and it moves the stick, sets up a first and goal. So the run gets them the first, and now they operate with a fresh set of downs.
How many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary. That led to a really nice game.
They come out here in the eye, and he'll take this one in for a Jags touchdown. Blake Bortles with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Jaguars have cut it back within a score. It's up and good. This becomes a 21-14 ball game now. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll probably wish he reconsidered here. It'll cost him 10 yards now with a new rule as he's down at the 15-yard line. The Eagles offense now gets set to head back onto the field. And last drive, obviously not what you're looking for. You've got the lead. You've got to protect the football.
So in other words, someone got lucky because they've been moving the ball really well and wearing them down. In this case, though, giving up the football doesn't make them very happy. They can't wait to get back out there and atone for it.
Yeah, try to atone for it here on this drive. A good pickup there on first as the screen pass gets a made.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
They come up in an offset eye. On second down, here's Wentz. Green Beckham has it over the middle. A nice pickup there, 10 yards, and it'll move the sticks. Nothing flashy there, the slant to the slot.
Oh, and the frustration for the defensive guys, because it's a quick play, and you know it's going to be a bang-bang play in terms of the throw and the catch, and then he's able to absorb the contact and complete it.
10th carry now for Ryan Matthews. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
A big play that time on the catch and run. 33 yards.
Coaches really don't care from what position they get this. But run after the catch ability, block ability is often the difference between winning and losing and changing field position.
And this is caught at the 8. It's a gain of 21 that time. And the Eagles are now set up with a 1st and goal. So now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. That's their 2nd, so they'll have 1 remaining here in this 2nd quarter. We'll be right back. Here to his running back. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. He'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a 2nd and goal.
Tough day. Tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Yannick Ngakoue in there to get him for a loss of 5. So 2 minutes to go in a wild first half. Back with more from Jacksonville. Don't go anywhere. We'll be back after this. An extra defensive back on the field here for 3rd and goal. Trying for the tight end, Ertz, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Tashawn Gibson.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
So after the INT, it's Bortles. And he's got his man in stride, complete. Now hang on here, timeout called by the defense. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. On 1st and 10, here's Bortles. A dump off for Ivory. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. 6 yards on the pickup, and it'll bring up a 2nd down. And they're going to hurry back to the line now.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field. I love football lingo and the evolution of it all. Nickel defense makes sense, right?
And he fires one that's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we got a shot.
Trying to set up the screen, and it's intercepted. A great read, and now the rookie's free. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Short throw, pick 6 right there. Those linebackers, they love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. That'll be taken in the end zone. Able to get away.
That's why you keep your legs churning.
And he'll probably wish he reconsidered here. It'll cost him 10 yards now with a new rule as he's down at the 15-yard line. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. So after the INT, here's Wentz. And an incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number 1. I want to switch gears for a second just to talk quarterbacks. We've discussed a lot of young quarterbacks being great in the league this year. Aaron Rodgers turned 33 this past week. In general, what age do you start to say, that's tough for him to still do it under center in the NFL?
You know, that's a great question because based on what I remember from my youth and growing up in the game and observing the game, early 30s, you started to wonder a little bit about guys. But I think that number's really been extended, partner, because better nutrition, better health, these guys are taking care of themselves, and they want to play longer. They love playing. So take a look at what Tom Brady's doing now at his age. Look at what Drew Brees is doing at his age. And neither one of them has talked at all about giving up this game.
And just to be clear, Aaron, if you're listening, I was not calling you old. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. And they're going to speed things up here. Again, they'll throw with Wentz. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And he eventually goes down, but not before reaching the 30-yard line. On first down, Wentz. And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock.
Myles Jack can just flat out cover. Doesn't matter who's out there, and he can do it really well in man. How about what he just did there in zone, though? Eyes in the right place, saw where the ball was going, reacted appropriately, and knocked it away.
And that is not going to get there. Oh, he missed it short. It's no good. And this game will remain tied here in quarter number 2. So a bit of a weird kick there. That wasn't an overly long attempt, but that never had a chance.
You almost wonder if he might have maybe got that one on the laces because it kind of knuckled on him a bit. And this one winds up in empty possession.
One receiver left, two to the right. A final shot before half for Bortles. He's going to go for a big play. He's got it at the 15. And he is taken down deep in Philadelphia territory. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. That'll be taken in the end zone. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Out come the Jaguars now as they'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game. We'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You got everything going your way. You probably prepare for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan's showing you.
They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
Lee's got it over the middle, and he's taken down, but not before getting this across midfield and just shy of the 40. And now the Eagles going to signal for a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. On first down, Bortles underneath to Ivory. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. Give him 9 on the play, and it'll be second and about a yard. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. On second down, Ivory. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. 2 yards on the pickup there, but it's enough to give him a new set of downs.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I bet the offensive linemen said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs, and we'll still get the first down. They love being physical.
Got a man, and he hits him in stride. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. Only a yard of the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. And now they're in the hurry-up. Now Bortles throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he's got the first down as he gets it to the 8. It's a nice pickup of 12 yards, and it gives him a 1st and goal.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone, and find the first down. And that's what he just did.
Nothing on that one. It'll be 2nd down. Now, they couldn't get anything going there out on the right side in the flat of the swing pass.
And didn't we have a discussion with their staff about wanting to get the backs more involved in the passing game? Huge emphasis for this game, but obviously the defense had other plans and really made a nice play.
It's an 8-yard pickup, and that's going to bring up an interesting 3rd and goal.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
So 3rd and goal, and he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Blake Bortles taking it in, and the Jaguars have taken the lead. And it's good. That makes it a 28-21 game. The touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And He'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. A look at the offense now here, coming back out on the road for their first possession of the second half. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things work well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. And he'll give it here to his running back. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage.
I think we know by now that every run is not going to be broken and get all the way to the end zone. But these short ones still have their value. You can still set up your play action and throw the football. You control the clock because you have the ball and they don't. And often the physicality sets the tempo for the game.
They give them 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs.
How about the timing on that one? Boy, they were in sync, weren't they? 3-step drop, balls out of his hands, right to the tight end. Nice completion, just like they do it in practice.
And they'll go with a ground attack here. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. A gain of 3, second down.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks, allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
They come up in an offset eye. Now Wentz throwing on second down. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. He was trying to get it to Zach Ertz that time, and it's third down. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. So 3rd and 7 and an extra defensive back on the field here.
Definitely want to play coverage here.
And bringing it in, this is Selleck over the middle. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th.
He wasn't the primary target, but I think it was almost like a check-down situation, wasn't it?
Yeah, hoping he could break some tackles, a big tight end, but he couldn't do it.
Yeah, get it to that big frame and hope he could scatter some bodies, unable to get it done.
Doug Pederson keeping the offense on the field. They're going on 4th down. It'll be a 2-yard gain, and the decision to go for it pays off. They've got a 1st and goal.
Deep in the red zone. This was 4-down territory from the start. And here, they won't wind up with a touchdown, but they do get a great consolation prize as they convert and pick up a 1st down inside the 5.
And to give this time to the tailback. They're able to get a couple here, but won't get across the plane as they stop him right around the 1.
Well, Brandon, we always know that once you score 1 touchdown, you're without a doubt. And so far today, he's got 1, but was denied as he tried to get the 2nd one.
It's a sneak, and he's in. Touchdown, Eagles. Carson Wentz scoring on the sneak from a yard out. And the Eagles are within an extra point of tying this thing up. Point after now from Sturgis. He's got it. This thing's turning a bit wild here. We're tied at 28. So all square here in this 3rd quarter as the kick's away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. And that last drive, so effective in the passing game, resulting in the touchdown. maybe not many people were focused on the trenches. There was good protection there.
Excellent protection. So now defensively, you've almost got to get down to those starters blocks like you're a sprinter. Get lower than those guys on offense and find a way to roar through them or around them to get into the face of the passer.
Easier said than done, though.
Way easier said than done. But they've got to try something because right now they're just cutting them to shreds.
They run the counter to Ivory. And he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up second down. And a long way to go for the offense here on second down. They tried to run the counter, just that the defense wasn't fooled.
And when they're not fooled, you see the end result. Because what you're doing there, you mentioned the counter. You're using your offensive linemen sometimes to pull or move, to influence the defensive front, to go in that direction and create the space back in the other side and block it appropriately. But you're exactly right. Didn't move him. Sat there waiting for him and made the play.
And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down. Here's Brad Nortman now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team.
So many off.
And how about this? A fake. And this is incomplete. A huge gamble, and it does not pay off. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
And it takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
And we'll see if they can do just that. Second down, Ryan Matthews. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. He's able to rattle off 6 on the carry, and that'll get him to 3rd and 4. And quickly, they get to the line. Now Ryan Matthews on 3rd down. And he's going to get the first down as they bring him down at the 23. Back now in Jacksonville. All even as we get ready to start the 4th. And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. Wentz now on 1st down. He'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
You know the key to a good screen pass is, don't you?
But you're going to tell me, good blocking?
Well, good blocking eventually. But first is good acting. You want to let the defenders go past you, leak out to whichever side or even in the middle where you want to set up the screen, and then you do your blocking. How about the read, though, by the defensive guys? They weren't fooled at all and actually ran with the lineman to where the play was and smothered it for a loss of yardage.
They come up in an offset eye. And they'll go on the ground. And he's going to pull his way down to about the 1-yard line. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up a 2nd and just about a few inches here.
Here we go. Green, 39.
And they'll run it here. And he's in for an Eagles touchdown. Ryan Matthews, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Eagles have moved out in front. And Charles, the 2nd time today that he has hit pay dirt.
And once you score the first one, there is that natural tendency, and there's also that eagerness to get back there again. Oh, he smells it. This guy smelled the end zone, and twice he's gotten there.
Now after the touchdown, it's Sturgis to send it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. The Jaguars getting set to go. And last time out, went for it on fourth down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned it to 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on fourth down,
Caused all of that.
it caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
Bortles now on first down. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Connor Barwin in there to pick up his second sack now of the afternoon. Now Bortles throwing on second down. Completes it to Lee. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. That catch good for 5. It's third down. That time they hit him out of the slot on the drag.
And that route takes some fortitude from the guy running it because he knows he's going through the briar patch, as I like to call it, right? He's trying to work his way through all that traffic, and people wanting to put a little contact on him. Really well done.
Allen Robinson, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up a fourth down. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on fourth down. Now Bortles got to have this one. They set up the screen to Ivory. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. The Jags come up empty on fourth down. And the Eagles are going to take over in great field position. And they'll start this drive with very good field position. Now a handoff here to his running back. Fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down. And in this situation with a lead fourth quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
Now a 20th carry for Ryan Matthews. Call it a gain of a yard, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 5.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
Wentz. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Paul Posluszny. A critical error there in a tight game with the board.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the fourth quarter. Turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the fourth quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
It's a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll make it second down. The offense certainly looking to score some points, but they also need ball security here late as we get down to the final moments of this one. Time for a break. We're back to see what happens after this. Four yards remaining now on second down. One receiver left, 2 to the right. On second down, here's Bortles. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Chris Ivory, 23 yards for the touchdown. And the Jaguars are within an extra point of tying this one up. And no sweat. He puts it through, and we are tied here in the fourth. Set to go now with the kickoff. These two teams all even again as we continue in this wild fourth quarter. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And last year that would have been a net gain of 5 on the return. This year he stopped where he would have been if he had taken a knee, and that's at the 25. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because his confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline? But he was stopped on that play. He's had plenty of carries all afternoon. Every now and then the defense is going to win one, but I don't think they'll shy away from handing it to him the rest of the game.
They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. Wentz now to throw. And that one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football here. Nearly a 4th pick. And it's 3rd down.
While an incomplete pass certainly doesn't look like a good play, for the guy throwing it today, as many interceptions he's thrown, he's got to feel a sigh of relief that the ball actually hit the ground and didn't go in the other direction.
Dancing to his left. And that is incomplete. Here's Donnie Jones now, as he's on a punt for the first time this afternoon. The call for a fair catch, and it's made at about the 23-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt, and the offense will take over with a new set of downs. 2 receivers left, 1 to the right.
Here we go.
Bortles to throw. They go with the screen. It's Yeldon. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. 12 yards on the pickup, and it'll give the Jags a first down. So just about a minute to go here, tie ball game.
As fans, we love free football, but the guys in the field don't. They're going to attack and go for the win right now.
Lee's got it over the middle. And he's taken down, but not before getting this across midfield and just shy of the 40. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. And some changes here as the D-line separates some. Bortles going to throw. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. That'll leave him with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. To throw is Bortles. A dump off for Ivory. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs. And on that last play there, he's over 400 yards passing now.
You know what that generally means?
Success.
That, and it means you really didn't miss opportunities. Usually very accurate. The ball's getting to the right place. Guys are making yardage after the catch to help you out that way. I mean, the whole team has picked it up. And don't forget, that means the offensive line has had to pass protect pretty well, too.
Everyone dialed in. And that will be incomplete with a clock showing 18 seconds now to go. And that was incomplete, but I don't know how much of that falls on the quarterback. He was pressured.
Brandon, the rush showed up so fast, the quarterback had no chance to get the ball downfield.
2nd down following the incompletion. They come out here in the eye. Bortles now to throw. And this is going to be caught. He got it. It's a touchdown. Forget overtime. They're going to win the football game right now.
Well, any thoughts about overtime have ended at this juncture? That touchdown puts them up 6. I would imagine they'll kick the extra point now and rely on their defense.
Yeah, rely on their defense. So a little bit of time left on the clock here in the 4th, but they got to feel good now. And After the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Eagles offense now, they head back on the field. Critical condition here, obviously. Got to hope to get something quick right and then maybe take that shot deep.
And once they do take the big shot, you've got to worry on defense. Of course, no one getting behind the defense and make it an easy throw. But nowadays, it's not just the ball being tipped in the air and people in the end zone in a cluster. It's that guy that's short in the end zone who comes up and ends up making the play because he goes unguarded. So there's a lot to think about if you're playing defense in this situation.
We'll see if they can cover all their bases. One receiver left, two to the right. He's back to throw. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he loses the football a second time. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. Here comes the Jaguars offense as they get set here. 2 timeouts remaining defensively, but that shouldn't make much difference right here.
It really shouldn't, but a lot of coaches look at it similar to baseball with the intentional walk.
Always bringing in other sports.
Hey, listen, think about the intentional walk, right? What if one gets past the catcher? What if he uncorks a wild one and now you still have an opportunity? That's why they like to use them all the way through.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So that'll do it. For my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry, I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. The Jaguars are winners here as we say so long from Jacksonville.